I went to the Air Force Academy in 2013 and graduated in the class of 2017 from there. Was commissioned in the Air Force at first. After I graduated from the Air Force Academy, because of awesome leadership, awesome mentorship, awesome people in my life, I had the unique privilege of going to MIT to get my master's. And so that's how I spent my first assignment, working as a research fellow over there and getting my master's degree. Did that work in flight control systems, so how we develop systems to control large spacecraft. I started out as a test engineer, working just as a technician on some programs, and then I kind of worked my way up to direct programs. I manage a variety of programs that have to do with satellite communications, so space assets, satellites, and also ground systems and airborne assets. Going to Ranger School was a surreal opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The idea behind Ranger School was that by going through training with the individuals who are actually implementing and using our space systems, I'll be better able to effectively communicate their needs, their wants, their desires and concerns to the Space Force as we develop systems for them. And I can say 100% that that's definitely been the result of that Ranger School experience. So right now I'm the Assistant Director of Operations for the 4th Test and Evaluation Squadron. I support the command team in managing and leading 114 Guardians and conducting the combined and integrated test for 35 Space Force programs valued at $360 billion. Our society is completely dependent on space, whether this is GPS, which is actually an asset, or if it's something like getting weather forecasts. These are all things that operate through the space domain. So the Space Force was created to protect and defend that domain, to make sure that we can continue to maintain a global freedom of access standard in space. In the DoD's Sexual Assault Prevention and Response program, I serve as a volunteer victim advocate. In this capacity, I support victims of sexual assault. My father was a 29-year Army infantry officer. My mother was constantly at his side as a key spouse and leader of soldiers and families back home whenever he would deploy. And that type of thinking, working in that environment, that generates crucial skills. I can honestly say that being nominated for this award is one of the greatest honors of my military career so far and of my life. It is not an individual award, it's a service level award. I want to be remembered as someone who inspired and empowered the Guardians that make up the U.S. Space Force to become the very best versions of themselves possible in service to their country.